Hey, so welcome back, everybody, to the Eric and Tom Show. We're back with another how-to video for you all today. We want to show you what's going on in our world here. We're down here at a house. We've came in to do molding, trim, baseboard, wrapping all these windows, doors, casing out brick, just all kinds of goodies. But I want to show you, this is what people are up against a whole lot. It's not just the finish. It's not just the end result. Sometimes it's the beginning. It is a nightmare. Brings a lot of challenges, even to me and Tom. So we want to pass this information along to you because we feel like these are very tough. They're very hard to overcome, and causes us to stop and think a little bit about what we're going to do and just to get through it. But I want to tune you into what we got going on in this house we're working in, and I want to show you some of these windows that we're up against to wrap. So right out the gate, let me turn you around and show you what's going on. All right, so this is one of the windows in here. And I already know what you're saying. I already know what you're thinking. Obviously, let me step right out, right past you here. Obviously, so there's a whole lot wrong. We did not install these windows, so I'm just going to point that out. We had nothing to do with the install. We're down here solely for the wrapping part of the window and making it look pretty on the inside. And I feel like a lot of people have this going on in their home, or you may know somebody that has this going on. And whether you know it or not, even an experienced person, this is a nightmare to try to wrap. This is very tough. This house is almost 100 years old. So it creates a lot of challenges in the modern age, trying to do things in the modern world. This is not new construction. A lot of times we get into this stuff and it is, 100 or so years old, and this is what we're dealing with. So in a lot of ways, you got to get creative with what you're doing, and it will turn out, as pretty as ever. But we did not install these windows. Big no-no, in our opinion, you never want to put expansion foam in a window. I know it's in here for the insulation purpose, but it's going to cause a lot of problems. What happened, and all these windows open and shut like they're supposed to, but they are very, very tough to open, and they're all brand new, which should not be. It's because of this expansion foam. It got put in here to fill the gaps from the outside, help with the insulation, but what it did, it ballooned out and put stress on the chassis of this window and caused it to collapse in. Even though it looks predominantly straight, it makes open and shut in this guy very, very tough. We're not down here to judge anybody. We are coming in here just to simply wrap these. A lot of these windows that were installed are not level. They're put in here a little twisted. They're a little bit crooked. Just a lot of challenges on our side that we're trying to overcome. This is just one window. Because of the age of this house, the reason these are way out past the window is because the window that was in here was a lot deeper than the new windows that went in. So it creates a lot of problems on the interior finish side. That's just one window. I want to take you to another one and show you. Check this out. Come on in here. Walk with me. Here is our second window. Now, this one is a huge problem as well. Okay, all these windows in this house are a huge problem to some degree. Right out the gate, dealing with the old wood, where the window came out a lot further, the original, and now that they went in with a new window, everybody, it's very easy to say on the other side of the camera, I would just go find who did that, get your money back, or being the homeowner, I would just pay somebody else to come in and gut this right out and start over. Well, in a lot of cases for a lot of people, including ourselves, they don't have money just to keep going and keep going and keep going until it's finally right. So eventually, that's what we're doing in here. We're going to try to make this, work. The window opens and shuts. Again, it's hard. two closed. One good thing this window's got going for it, it's got an awning out here. And this is all the original aluminum siding wrap on the outside of the home that they push that window up to and kiss the outside of that aluminum. So, you know, again, it's just things that we're faced with that we try to do our end correctly, and it makes it hard. It makes it very hard to do our end correctly. If you notice right here in this corner, Tom, get up here close so they can see the entire drywall here after I cut this back. I left this one on here to show you how thick that actually is. And there is nothing, absolutely nothing you can do to make any of this look presentable until you actually cut this back and get this away, which is what we've already done. I've got another piece to go, but how far these overhang changes a lot of stuff when you're going to case this out with something as thin as this 2 1/4 inch trim. So it makes us has to switch a bunch of different profiles and or use multiple profiles to even make this look good. He just showed you how the window is in and the entire side of the drywall is showing. Over here, show them, Tom, there's only half of the drywall showing. Now look up at this top corner. The window's actually past the drywall just a little bit. So it just creates a lot of problems, a lot of challenges. I want to show you a window that we've already done and wrapped. It took 3 different type of moldings to make this sucker look pristine. But what we showed you in there, in this window right here, this was the before. This is what we're working with. Here is what we use. You've really got to get creative. We have a lot of molding on hand on purpose because we run into this a whole lot. It took 3 different types of molding to make this window look just beautiful, like it was never jacked up to begin with. And this is what I think a lot of people are faced with. And these are some great tips and some great options to really help you out at home, all the DIYers, even people in this field who are running into the same stuff that we are. This really helps us out a whole lot. You just gotta have a creative mindset when you go to put all this in. And we keep a lot of these scrap pieces around, so we kind of hold it up there and nah, I don't really like that. Pitch that one to the side, put something else up there, and so on and so on. Now let me show you these 2 ugly guys. Let me show you what we actually did already. Check that out. This window is stunning. It's beautiful. It's every homeowner would love to see this in their home. And the only way we were able to achieve this look was to again get creative with all these pieces in play. We've got our traditional casing wrapping the outside. These windows were set so far in and a lot more shallow versus the old school windows that were pulled out of here. So we went with a flat PVC. This is called lattice. We went with a flat jamb on the bottom here to get all the way back and to close those gaps because of all that spray foam insulation. Then we came back behind, flipped it, set this right up against the vinyl part of the window touching, and that's what skirted that all the way around. Now, I kid you not, this took me and Tom 2.5 hours to start from that and to get to this. So for us, it's not about the time. It doesn't matter about how long something takes you. What matters is at the end of the rainbow, when the homeowner comes in here, she's gonna love it, we love it, and we know going home today, we did the best job that we could possibly do. So I hope this helps you at home. Stay tuned for more tips, and as always, we'll see you back with the next one.